Well, while you were worrying about your tax returns for this year, Senate Democrats were looking ahead to next year when they hope to have expanded tax breaks for low-income earners. It's a proposal that one taxpayer from Tucson was happy to get behind, as Alyssa Klink reports from our Washington bureau.
Some people say nothing Congress does directly affects their lives. Tucson resident Julie Groce is not one of them.
This is going to change our lives if this passes.
Groce was in Washington talking about the Working Families Tax Relief Act. The Democratic bill would expand the child tax credit for kids who are 5 or younger from the current $2,000 to $3,000 per family. It would let people from age 19 to 67 claim the earned income tax credit that can currently only be claimed by taxpayers between 25 and 64 years old.
If we're going to help people, help those who truly work every day to build for tomorrow.
That would be a blessing for Groce, a 4th grade teacher who said she and her husband can barely afford health insurance for their 1-year-old son on their 2 salaries. They pay for it, but it's money they don't really have.
It would mean that we could pay our son's premium for the year and not have to pay out of pocket every single month. And that would free up a lot of money every month for us.
Supporters say the act would boost incomes of 46 million American households, lifting 7 million people out of poverty in the process, including 3 million children. Arizona's average annual household income in 2017 was just over $56,500, almost $4,000 lower than the national average that year. Because of that, Erica York, economist at the Tax Foundation, says the act would have an even greater impact on states like Arizona.
States that have larger percentages of lower income folks, we would expect to see a larger benefit because of those expansions to the earned income tax credit.
As for Groce, she just wants Congress to pay attention to families like hers and make a change.
I've worked really hard for my money, just like the other corporations and 1% that are getting their tax breaks. I've worked really hard for my money, so I should be able to keep it too. And this isn't a handout. It's a way for my family to afford health care. It's just basic needs.
In Washington, Alyssa, Klink, Cronkite News.
Democrats have tried to push similar measures in the past, but they are optimistic about this year's version, which had almost every Democrat as a sponsor this week. The only Democrat who has not signed on, Senator Kyrsten Sinema of Arizona. Backers of the bill said that's because she had not had a chance to read the measure. We reached out to Sinema's office today, but did not get a response.